Okay. Good morning, everyone. This is Michael Venezia, head trader at TradeView Markets. As you can see on the bottom right here, it's December 22nd. Oh, it's a little bit later than usual, 11:07 Eastern. I apologize. We'll get better. Just trying to gather out data and just put out the best product possible. Believe me, we're all at our desks. So let's log into TradeGATEHub. This being Wednesday, as I always say, the data I put out Monday morning is more tantamount than many because it's almost dynamic and rolls over throughout the week. And I made a point of that this morning. Let's log in. I log in the same as everybody else. Coach, great video. Thank you very much. Okay. Should be no surprise where we are. I mean, if you're tuning in for the first time, I suggest you go up in the top right and watch the videos from Monday and Tuesday to get kind of acclimated or get a picture of what we do here. I always start out, that's my MO. Good morning. Always Michael Santoli. Let me just mute this for a second. You know what? I won't even mute it. Michael Santoli always gives a great recap right after the market closes. Believe me. And he does another one too. I use it. It's the first thing I do in the morning. It gets me refreshed on what the market did, what the pulse, what the pulse is, and what maybe we can expect going forward, or basically what traders are looking at. Mike Santoli was a Barron's writer, and he's got an active Twitter feed, and he moves markets. Many others do, but I happen to like what he says. Okay, so tactical sentiment. We started tactical. Here we are. We started tactical sentiment. Today we were a little bit close with the nice bounce, and we gave you the bounce, and we still gave you the bounce. I'll give you it in a second. This was Monday, tactical sentiment. What is that? Okay, 2 days ago. So this is where we started Monday, and we had a bad day on Monday, knowing that tactical sentiment was washed out. That's all Monday's data, by the way, right here. Okay. So yesterday we had a nice day, a big day. Or actually that was Tuesday night. So that was when the market was long. So basically what I'm saying is this is where we were today after the market made a huge move yesterday. But the S&P is still is not completely washed out. It had a nice bounce, but I made a point here, and that the NASDAQ future sentiment still had room to bounce. Or if I would be buying any dip at this point, this is today, I would be, the market's up nicely today again. I think the S&Ps are up 29 handles. The NASDAQ's up even better. All right, so we're up in here, but we opened down on the NASDAQ, and I thought the better risk to reward was buying the NASDAQ on the dip. So what I basically said is, so based upon the above two indicators, I'd like to buy the NASDAQ on the dip. I mean, the risk to reward is better. I mean, if I just thought there was more oversold, and the growth stocks actually acted better than most. And I also like this hedge fund exposure. Always, the top is the S&P, and the bottom is where the hedge funds sit. So every time you see that it's low and the hedge funds are underinvested, that's bullish. So right now the hedge funds are underinvested, and when they do invest, actually, obviously, cash drives the market up, and it's a bullish signal. Yesterday's top option flow. This was what I posted yesterday, and hold on a second. Let me see if I can get this box here. Layout unlocked. There you go. Alcoa. Huge calls going up. Alcoa's up 4% today. There was a lot of calls. What else? I didn't make this up. Hold on a second. AFRM. Let me get my quote box. I usually don't do this. Is ARFM up? AFRM. AFRM, the high of the day was 105. So it was up $2 at one point. Still has action, for lack of a better term. Coles is unchanged, and ConocoPhillips at one point was up 0.5%, so not much follow through. Was Visa. Visa's up 2%, and that RFP, I didn't even know where that looked. I might want to have taken that. So I have no idea what this RFP is. So it's up 2%. It's not the sexier thing. So let me put this back in my quote box. So I get back to business. Where's my quote box? Don't worry about it. We'll get back to it. Okay. A gamma exposure. Okay, now listen, as I said, every time that the gamma is, they have to cover calls. This is the S&P. The market goes up. So the last 2 days, dealers had to buy their calls back, which made the squeeze or the short squeeze, and it is a short squeeze, was still not near the highs, go up even further. Just correlate the charts. It's self-explanatory. Tax loss selling watch list. Get into, these are the not really the dogs, but the one that, excuse me, the one that's gotten battered the most. It might be short squeeze candidates going forward. Where did I put my list here? Hold on a second. And some of them work, some of them don't work. I got to get my quote list back here. We're in trouble. Share. Anyway, so that's where we were. I've said I'm long Penn. Penn I like. Penn's actually up a little bit today. Penn I like. I don't like Twitter that much. PayPal, I'm not really. I think it has a little, and I am long Viacom. So out of these two short squeeze stocks, if you will, or January effect, and as I said yesterday, I don't buy things for short squeeze. I think Viacom's on sale. It's a good company. Penn as well. And I said I am long Viacom from around here. I like Penn too. Goldman's list again. I like Penn. Upgrades, downgrades, parted. Carl King at the knees. Just go over what I said. So let's get back to the to what I was doing today. Let me get back to some charts. If I can get my charts back. So, like I said, the Nasdaq was the dip, was the one to buy on the dip. Here's the TQQQ. I didn't believe that was negative 1 point. So you could have bought the T triple Qs at 155. The Nasdaq open green and made some nice money. What else fell through? Open, IONQ, Sava was in range, overstock, no good, typical. Path, we like Path. That's our, well, we said that. Path is my, am I sharing the screen properly? Path is one of my bigger positions. I've been buying that nicely. Coke, Procter & Gamble, AT&T up. It's not that good label. Could have bought it on the dip. Bob is still weak. Tesla was the leader. Lucid I bought this morning. I didn't trade it well. Adobe, we need that to hold. So once again, they did these stocks did the rip and then the dip, and they tried to shake it out, just like this on the Nasdaq, and they held. They did the dip, and they gave you the little pop. Everybody got shaken out, and the Nasdaq was to be buying the dip, the 160. So what's the movers right now? What's moving? Hopefully more money. This stock I wanted to take, and I was very upset I didn't take it. I'm still mad. CF. How did I not have this long going through a year high? Same with MOS. I'm sure. Same with NTR. NTR up. Ugh, NTR. Really good. All right, let's. I got to go back to my other screen here because I lost my quote box for some reason, but I'll make it better. All right, what's moving now? As the, by the way, we are over a little bought, and I am looking to short something for a trade. We are a little bit over. I mean, and why am I doing that? Because the market. Hold on, let me change back. Right here. Where is this? Get out of it. So we're up. NDX. Quote box is gone. I'll have to get a new one. New window. Quote details. That's not a quote detail. What is that thing? Okay, listen, the market, the Nasdaq's up. The futures are up 33 handles. I'm getting questions here, I believe. Could someone bail me out? Hi, Mike. Do you expect some retracement exactly start this hour? You know what? I did. I'll get back to it. You know what? And that was going to be my point. And considering where sentiment is, and a lot of stocks aren't going right now. The markets of the futures are breaking high, and a lot of stocks I sold are a lot higher. So this is where we came in today. As you know, where the market is, the futures are up. Nasdaq futures are up 140. So we're probably around right here. And listen, the market's getting thinner. Like I said this morning, have a plan. But like I said before, I even saw your question, Lewis. I am looking to fade something here. What am I looking to fade? This is my screen. This is where the green is, where the red is. But I might be looking to short an airline, and I'll tell you why. I'm looking for a trade, an airline. Where's Delta? I don't know why this is doing it. graphics will work. Delta. Coming right up to it's had a 3-day move from third. I might, but the gap there bothers me. I am looking to short something here. I'm not really, I'm not going to short the NASDAQ and I'm not going to short retail. Whatever's not moving, I'm not sure yet. I wouldn't short the indices. It's just very confusing. For example, what I'm looking at right now is some stocks should be up and some should be down. General Motors and Ford are up. CF is up. The solar sectors, you know what? That's a bad sector. But there's not much juice in the punch bowl. I don't think anything here. Market bottom on the winter solstice. Green light until spring. All right, coach. Let me look at the hot list. I wouldn't be Lewis, and you know that the market, the indices has not been indicative of what the market is doing. So when you said, has the market bottomed or do you think it has topped? I mean, it has been very deceiving. I would just go with stocks that are acting poorly right now as the futures are up 33 handles. So what's been moving as the market's breaking high. So CarMax has a huge amount of volume and is going down the last. So is FUTU. So China, what's on the low is the market's breaking high. This is what you should look at. CarMax, FUTU, Piton is weak. SIG, so retail, NVAX and Marna. DoorDash. So what's weak right now are the reopened plays. So everybody thinks that since everybody's vaccinated, Marna and NVAX are weak. So is DoorDash. Now people don't order anymore. Fresh Market, people aren't going to need that. AMC theater. So you could see what's up. So, I'm just going to go look what has the most volume today right here, and I'm not going to get fancy. SOPA, that's been the hottest stock on the board. Pins had a takeover rumor, and the fact that it's unchanged bothers me. Tesla's in play with volume. And Taiwan Semi, that's a good XPEV. I liked it yesterday. I missed it. TNA. I might look at the TNA chart. That might be a little bit too extended. Hold on. TNA 3-day up. So TNA's gone from 69 in 3 days. You know what? TNA, let's look to short that maybe. Let's look at 1 week on TNA. You can see this. This is the spot I'd actually think about it. 82. Yeah, 82 a spot. That's a weak chart on TNA. And I don't like shorting the NASDAQ, and TNA really has financials and a little bit of oils. And yeah, I'd take a shot right here at TNA. And I would do it in pieces and I wouldn't get married to the position. And if it didn't work, it does have a lot of resistance. I wouldn't be looking for the bottom to fall out of it. But if you're looking to fade something, that would be something that I'd be looking to fade, maybe, Lewis. Let's look at the alert list. Let's look at what's sexy. AARC extreme volume. Let's keep that in mind. ALLK breakdown. We gave that to you. Paychecks, CarMax, Beam, EDR, Yalla. So you know what? I'm looking at this page that I like. And these are for like sexy movers. And there's very few I even recognize, except, I'm being dramatic. CarMax, I know. Billy, I know. NVAX, Square, Piton. See, Square was a problem. I don't know what's wrong with that stock. Oracle still can't bounce. So pardon me. They don't have a lot of volume. They're only down on 20% volume as of noon, but there's not much going on now. Like Coach says, I wouldn't be looking to make the year. And if you didn't make much money today, certainly then I'd be looking to position a little bit later, during the afternoon. The money's been made. It's 11:30. It's a thin market. So I'll leave it at that. So until then, what else? Let's look at my Twitter feed and see what's going on. Let's look what they're doing right now. Newmont bullish. There you go, Coach. Some sweeps, buy bearish, but you see the 2 minutes, 3 minutes, MGM, MTTR, nothing. Ford and GM, Tesla to no surprise, Alcoa, somebody's adding to strength, GDXD. So I'm getting some miners that are bullish. I'll have to look at that after. Oh, the GDX call flow. A little mixed activity in SPY. So I don't see much going on. Redundant names. Tesla, some gold miners, Alcoa, to no surprise, and maybe a couple of, I don't see much going on right now, guys. So stay tuned until later as we approach maybe 11:20. Tomorrow, today's Wednesday. Tomorrow I'm not on it, which is Thursday's Friday, which is Christmas Eve. I will not be on, but I will be posting and I will be trading. But I don't know if I'll be on until 11 Eastern. So until then, everybody trade well. Maybe the TNA is a little bit of fade right now. Don't get married to the position, but trade well. We'll see you later. Cheers.